Hi everyone, welcome back to my weekly cancer journey video. If you're new here, my name is Terry and I have been sharing my walk through adenoid cystic carcinoma, the highs, the lows, and the hope that carries me through each day. Before we begin, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Your support truly helps me reach others who may need a little encouragement on their very own journey. This week, I wanted to talk about support and how important it is to not walk through life's hardest moments alone. When I was first diagnosed with adenoid cystic carcinoma in May of 2024, my world stopped. The cancer was in the floor of my mouth and had already spread to both lungs, with one tumor being very close to my liver. My sister was with me when I heard those words no one ever wants to hear. My husband Steve was hundreds of miles away in Houston working on hurricane recovery, but he joined us over speakerphone. The doctors said the words palliative care, but also offered to try the strongest chemotherapy available. We sent my slides to Mayo, Cleveland, and Frederick, and every report came back the same. As Steve sat with the heavy news, he happened to be speaking with a client in Houston who mentioned something we had never heard before, Anderson Cancer Center. We asked my doctors in Wisconsin to send my slides there, and by God's grace, I was accepted into the only clinical trial in the country for my type of cancer. That was October of 2024, and we've now been here in Houston for a full year. We bought an RV and have made it our home while I continue treatment. And honestly, if it weren't for Steve, I don't know where I would be right now. That brings me to this week's scripture from Ecclesiastes 4:8-10. Two are better than one, for if either of them falls, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. I see that truth every single day. On mornings when I don't want to get out of bed, when I'm nauseous, grumpy, or so tired I can barely walk, Steve is right there. He steadies me when I lean on him in the grocery store. He stays calm when I'm angry that life just doesn't seem fair. He keeps me going when I say I don't want to do treatment anymore. He reminds me of you, the people who've reached out to me to say my videos have encouraged them. So whatever you're facing, I pray you have someone to hold your hand when life gets hard. And if you feel alone, remember, Jesus is always with you. You are never walking this road by yourself. Every morning, I begin my day with prayer and devotion, giving the day to the Lord and asking Him to carry me through whatever comes. And He always does. Now for this week's recipe, it's a simple, cozy fall favorite, roasted acorn squash with walnuts, maple syrup, and feta cheese. The natural sweetness of the squash with the crunchiness of the walnuts and that creamy, salty feta, it's delicious, nourishing, and perfect for this time of the year. Here's what you'll need. 1 acorn squash, 1 tablespoon olive oil, 1 tablespoon butter, 1 tablespoon pure maple syrup, 1/4 cup chopped walnuts, 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/4 cup crumbled feta cheese, salt and pepper to taste. Start by preheating your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Cut your acorn squash in half, scoop out the seeds, score the squash halves. Drizzle with olive oil, then sprinkle with a little salt and pepper. Place the cut side down on a parchment-lined baking sheet and roast for about 30 to 35 minutes. While baking, I prepare the walnut mixture. Melt the butter in a saucepan over medium heat. Add the maple syrup, cinnamon, and walnuts. Cook for 3 to 5 minutes until evenly coated. Walnuts are slightly toasted and the mixture has caramelized. Remove the squash from the oven and split the walnut mixture between the two halves. Top with feta cheese and continue baking for another 15 minutes until the squash is fork tender. Sprinkle some parsley flakes on top for presentation. It's sweet, savory, and nourishing, perfect as a side dish or even as a light meal. And for me, recipes like this remind me that even in hard seasons, God still gives us small joys, like good food, color on a plate, and moments of comfort to share with those we love. Thank you for joining me on my cancer journey this week. Your prayers and messages mean more than you can possibly know. Next week is my week off from my treatment, and I'll be traveling home to Florida for the first time since May. I can't wait to share that joy with you in my next video. So until then, stay hopeful, stay grateful, and remember, God is with you every step of the way.